Hey, you. Today, actually, this entire month, I should say, I've been going really deep in my mind to this question of how can my life provide the most value to the world? What problem in the world is my heart so affected by that I'd like to change and make that my life purpose? And the thing that's come up for me consistently is this area of influence. I've learned a lot from different mentors, but when I think of the biggest challenges that people have, it often deals with this capacity to influence others, be it to become a member of our cause or to influence others to maybe open their point of view or to influence others to change their perspective and maybe hurting themselves or just doing something to expand who they are. It takes this skill of influence. And the more I go into it, I realize we need to influence others for sure, influence the world, or even most importantly, sometimes it's being able to influence ourselves. That skill determines whether we're rich or poor, fat or fit, where we're moving our life in the direction that we want, or we're not just above the influence, but we fall under the influence, not just in chemical or alcohol terms, but we fall under the influences of media, of social pressure. So really understanding and taking control, staking our claim in that 6 inches of real estate between our ears to move ourselves, our minds, and our hearts, and eventually our legs and butts forward can sometimes be the biggest challenge. And so really today I'm thinking of the difference between influence and manipulation, because while we want to get ourselves to do something, when we want to shift and move things in this energy that's in the world, we want to manipulate something to our way of thinking to have that alignment. Even when we go to the chiropractor, they're manipulating our spine to go back into alignment. So what is this difference between manipulation and influence? It's simply intent. When we do something, when we get somebody to do something for their reasons, it's influence. When we force somebody to do something for our reasons, then it's manipulation. And so how do we take ourselves from the thinking of the scarcity thinking where we have to get somebody to do something, as opposed to realizing that we're all in this together, we can influence the world to be better. So whatever your idea that you want to get into the world, make sure, and I hope for you, that you're learning the skills to make you more influential, not just more trying to get your way. Because that power of really tapping into what it takes for somebody else to live a powered life, that becomes fuel. You draw on energy not just for what's going to drive yourself, you become self-empowered to respect yourself, take care of yourself, support yourself, but when you can really draw on the energy of others, to find out how can you draw on the energy of that human being to influence them, to change the world. Remember, life supports that what supports life. And when we do things for ourselves, we get some energy. But when you do things for your family or your community or humanity, we become very powerfully influential in the world because there's an energy. Life supports that what supports life, and we're able to draw on more power to become more powerful, and not only in our own lives, but in the world. And so hopefully that's your mission, or hopefully this has given you a couple distinctions to maybe reinforce what was already inside of your heart. See you soon.